Hi, hello everybody. I am M.H. Jogi, Faculty of English, BBU Sanka Sri SR Kanti Arts, Commerce and Science College, Mudod, District Bagalkot, Karnataka State, India. As we know that language is very essential to human being. According to Aristotle, man is a social animal. According to Rousseau, man is a rational animal. According to me, man is a talking animal. Why? You know, God has gifted to man that language for communication. Man is regarded as the highest of animals. He is said to be the crown of nature. He alone has got the rare gift of using language for communication. In that sense, man is described as Homo liquens, which means capable of speech. Only that he makes use of language in order to communicate his needs, emotions, feelings, either a form of spoken or written. Language is differs man from animals. Also, man is a social highest animal, and everything is with him because he has that control of that language. In that sense, language is very essential concept in this modern era. It is for communication, his needs, emotions, and feelings, and it is a mean of social control. It has been aptly compared to the flesh and blood of human culture. You know that very well, in the sense of that language I use, speaking, reading, writing, is perhaps the most visible and distinctive of all human activities. It is, you know, the expression of human personality in words, whether written or spoken. Language is one form of communication and human phenomenon, and it is a link between individuals and society. In fine, language is a system of phonetics, grammar, and vocabulary. Come to know, just I'm very happy to tell that the term means meaning of language. Language is an English word which is derived from Latin word lingua, which means tongue. Tongue is center of the organs of speech. For produce the speech, tongue is very essential, organ. Language is a specific form of human speech. Yes, for this, man has power that he is ready to control all the animals because of only that weapon, that is language. Come to the some of the definitions. The great linguist Black and Trager said, a language is a system of arbitrary vocal symbols by means of which a social group cooperates. Yes, really, that it is a system of arbitrary symbols. Arbitrary in the sense under a hope that it has been designed by the human beings according to his own purposes and for his own in their own setting. That another one, Nicholas. Language is one of the symbols of nation. It expresses the mental character of the people one person to another. Yes, that is a really. It is a symbol of nation. Yes, it is a expresses a mental character of the people one person to another person. Yes, in this society, in this world, every country has its own language. In India, according to Constitution, India has 22 languages. 22 languages that in that sense every nation has its own language. Why? That it is a part of the culture. That Dandin said language is the light of the world. Yes, which means it is a light in the sense what it is everything to the society, everything to the world. According to Oxford Dictionary, it defines words and the methods of combining them for the expression of thought. Yes, really, we put meanings, we put expressions in words for expressing our ideas, thoughts to others. We can see that In another sense, you can come to understand that according to C.L. Barber, language is a signal system. Yes, it has its own sign. In this sense, it is a signal system. You can see that. By this, we can come to understand that, what is, language. Anyway, that language is an extremely complex and highly versatile code. It is one form of communication. It is a human phenomenon. In a single sentence, it is the divine gift of articulate speech, that it has vocabulary, the terms of wording, terminology. In that sense, it is for human beings. Next, I would like to tell origin of language. Yes, if we come to this, we have a number of concepts. Many people are telling, is it God made or man made? There are number of concepts related to origins of language. And there is, according to that Indian concept, there is a two sources for that, and there is a one is divine source. According to divine source, that according to Hindu tradition, language came from the goddess Saraswati, wife of Brahma and creator of universe. According to Indian sense, that language is gifted by goddess Saraswati. Another sense, another one is natural sound source. It means a language, a quite different view of the beginning of human speech is based on the concept of natural sounds, which means it has been taken from the natural sounds. Language comes from the sounds. We have also this. Earlier, that we can come to see that earlier. Early language was a kind of song without words. It means it is expressive, not communicative. But today we can come to see, we can find this condition in the animal communication. Animals are expressive, but there is no words. But man is, power of expression, and can share his everything in the words. So come to know that then, as we know that language has seven characteristics according to C.F. Hockett, the great American linguist, who has given seven characteristics. First one is duality. You know very well that duality in the sense dual. Language has dual sense. One is sound, another one is meaning, or one is expression, another one is content. If you take any language, there you can find these two things. There is a sound, there is a meaning. You can't imagine a language without sound. You can't imagine a language without meaning. Anyway, language has two things, sound and meaning, or expression or content. In that sense, the first one, you can see this language has first characteristic is that duality. Come to the second one, you can see that language is productive. Yes, productivity is another important characteristics of language, that is productivity. Productive in the sense, language is a productive. Language is like a vegetable tree, it is going to grow day by day. Language is a it is a flowing water, not a static water. You can come to see in the society, whatever new word come, whatever new thing comes to the society, we have to name it. In that sense, language is productive. Recently, you can see some of the words for that. Can come to see that the term, the characteristics is productivity. There is a one term, recent term, that FM we are using for air, and Doordarshana for TV, isn't it? Tsunami, this is recent term. Coma is a recent term. Kappa is a recent term. I want to tell that if any new thing comes to the society, we have to name it by that. Language is a productive. Come to the third one, arbitrariness. Yes, A language has very good qualities, that arbitrariness. Arbitrariness in the sense, under of hope, there is no universal rule for the languages. Just I won't remember that already I remained. India has 22 languages. India is a multilingual country. All languages are not same in the pronunciation and everything. In that sense, according to places, according to area, you know, languages have been changed. In that sense, you can come to focus on the arbitrariness. Or already I told that arbitrariness means under of hope. Yes, just I want to give an example. Uh, in English, cat; in Kannada, bekku; in Hindi, that what, Billy; in Marathi, manjar. For this, very uh, differences come to find in these languages. In that sense, language is a arbitrary. Come to another one is, fourth one is interchangeability. Yes, language for making exchange of our ideas from one person to another person. It means indirectly I want to tell it is for communication. Yes, one man can easily share his ideas, his emotions one to another only through that language. In that sense, it has been called that is interchangeability. So that you can see this. Another one is displacement. Next, displacement in the sense what, act of displacing. Yes, through language, we can come to remember our past, we can come to tell about our future, also can come to you know tell that regarding any place. From this place we are going to remember the another place. The sense that is a displacement. Through the language we can come to realize everything. This is the very simply that is displacement we can see. Another one is specialization. Every language is a special, every language is a unique in pronunciation, in meaning, in structure, in grammar, whatever it that is part of this. Specialization is another important characteristics of language. Come to know Kannada, come to know that English, there you can come to see a lot of changes. For this, every language is a unique, every language has a special qualities, that is called specialization. Come to the last one, cultural transmission. Yes, language is part of the culture. It is going to give the lot of changes through the cultures. If you come to know the term kunkuma, according to Hindu tradition, kunkuma in the sense what, that it is a symbol of married woman. If you come to know the another term ring, it is going to tell about that engagement of two souls. In this sense, language related to culture, this is what cultural transmission. In another sense, language is keeping history, language is keeping our culture from one generation to another generation. In that sense, so we can come to see that language is cultural transmission. So these are the important 7 characteristics of the language. Next, I would like to go for functions of language. Language has 3 functions according to me. Not many scholars said that DIE. D means directive, I means informative, E means expressive. First one is a D, directive. Directive means what? For direction we need language. That is a directive. Informative means if you want to give any information, or if you want to take any information from another one, that time we can go for the information. That is informative. Come to the last one is here, expressive. Yes, language is expressive. The sense, if you want to express your idea through poems, through prose, whatever it, or even through words, that it is a part of the expression. In this reason, language has 3 functions: directive, informative, and expressive. So It means language is very very important one for the human beings. Man is very lucky. Human beings are very lucky part of this language. Just I would like to in my end of the my this talk, importance of language is very you know important. Language is a skill subject, not a knowledge subject. It is a medium of literature and medium of communication. It is related to culture. Yes, it is a very unique. It is controls the society. It is the index of our personality also. It is index of personality and index of human nature. And another sense, it is a learning activity. You can come to see that it is for social behavior is also another important part of the language. It is made up of habits. Also it has a system. It is a system of symbols, and it is essential requirement of all cooperative works. And that's reason language is very very essential. Recently in 19th and 20th century, to study of language